This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by Gary Price, elder law attorney.
And here he is, Gary Price, elder law attorney. And today he has some sage advice for those of us who find we might be in need of Medicaid. First of all, good morning.
Good morning.
Second of all, why is that an issue for people?
Well, it's not a pleasant...
I love this side. First, like,
it's not a pleasant issue, is it?
No, it's not.
And it's one of those that you like to put off as long as you possibly can.
But there's the rub, right?
And that's the rub, because, well, you put it off, and it's pretty common. I mean, sometimes you can't put it off. The situation arises, it's a critical situation, and it's time. Other times, you feel like you might have some time to deal with it. You know, now I'm talking about the married couple where one spouse is taking care of the other spouse basically 24/7, or the single parent where the kids are taking shifts to be with the parent, so that the parent's never alone. And it's inevitable that, it's not necessarily inevitable that you're going to go to the nursing home, but it's inevitable that you're going to need assistance at some point. And they put that off. And what that means, or they put off asking the questions, investigating it, looking into it, seeing what their options are. And that's really what we're talking about. I think, you know what, Angie, I think some people think that if they come see me or somebody that does what I do, they're given into it, you know?
That was exactly the phrase going through my mind. I can just feel that I've just given in.
Yeah, or given up.
Or I failed, or whatever. I failed my parent or whatever.
And it's the exact opposite, because if you're coming to see me about, all right, the loved one needs to go to the nursing home, then we'll have that conversation. But if you're coming to see me we promised this dad or mom or whomever, we promised them that we would keep them home. All right, well, let's talk about that then. Let's just talk about that, because you got options to keep them home, but get assistance with Medicaid. And so you're not giving up. To the contrary, you're finding out what your options are so that you can keep the loved one home longer. And
I think, again, it's breaking that barrier of just coming in and facing it. And maybe you won't need it, but it's kind of a good idea to start the conversation.
And I promise you, it won't be a horrible conversation. Yeah, the subject matter is difficult, but it's not a horrible conversation. More people leave saying, God, I feel so relieved now. Or,
well, and if we do it earlier, it's certainly going to take the sting out of it. And if you're in an urgent situation where all your emotions are running high already.
Now we're challenged. It's a very difficult situation then.
Is this typically just part of the conversation if people come to you for planning of any kind? Do you broach the subject with them at that time?
I always, when they come to see me about elder law, just elder law questions, your will, your advanced directives, but I finish it with a conversation. Okay, we've done this, but it really doesn't protect you in the event of long-term care in the future, and that usually goes into that conversation.
Open that door. We'll open it sooner than further. Gary, how can we get your wonderful book?
Yes, Medicaid in Indiana. Just give my office a phone call, 812-475-8444. We'll send you the book, no charge.
Free, and then you can have your first meeting free.
That's right. Inside the book, there's a coupon no charge for the first consultation.
Thank you, as always.
All right,
we'll be back with more Local Lifestyles right after this. Please stay with us.
This portion of Lifestyles is sponsored by Gary Price, elder law attorney.